Happy Halloween. Who is that? We have a dog with us today. Is that a dog or a wolf?
Well, at least you said dog, not a furry, because I've gotten that a couple times last night when I wore this mask.
So,
But yeah, it's dog mask.
well,
Just
at
call
least
me
it's a dog, not a furry, because
just call me Snoop Dogg.
sorry about that. Well, I love it.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Are you wearing that trick or treating today?
No, Holly, I can't see out of this mask.
Oh,
So like right now, I'm just talking to you like I'm like Ray Charles or something. Like I'm just talking. Hopefully, I'm in the frame. Hopefully, you can hear me, but I can't hear. And on top of that, after about I don't know 45 minutes, this mask becomes so hot I gotta take it off.
all right. Well, I can definitely see you. And BudSoda, I see that you're in the chat. Can you use that link to come into backstage? We'll
Hey,
get you up on
BudSoda's
the screen.
hey, BudSoda's in the house.
BudSoda's in the house.
He's working.
Probably. That just means you have a better option, maybe, of getting the questions right because he'll be distracted by all the stacks.
It's possible, but the fact that I'm running out of oxygen and this is so hot, who knows? I mean, I may not get any right, so we'll see. But at least I look good.
Um, well, I'm going to say something, and as a Christian, I do know that this probably is not a popular opinion, but Halloween is my favorite holiday.
That's awesome. I mean, the essence. I mean, I know that there's some history behind it, but we
Yeah,
look at
well,
it, overall.
Easter's my second favorite, if that redeems me in any way. But
The yin and the yang, huh?
yeah, yeah. But I've always had an interest in the paranormal, I guess, because I've really been raised in haunted houses. I mean, everywhere I've lived, our family just, I don't know why, but they're attracted to us. We're all very sensitive to it. We see it, we hear it. I've got some crazy stories. I have stories that are actually a little almost too personal that I wouldn't even share on here because that's how sensitive they are, to be honest with you.
So
They're spirit.
you felt something
Oh,
beyond,
I
I
mean, we
guess, what's considered normal, right?
oh yeah, I mean, not just felt, but seen. And yeah, it's,
Yeah. Yeah, me
there's
and Pedro was
no
talking about
question.
that yesterday. We're like, we never experienced it. We don't even know what is possible. 'Cause I never spent time at like in a haunted house or like a hotel or anything like that. So I don't know what is we call it unexplained. Like you can't explain it. I never had that
Right.
experience.
Well, I can tell you one time my stepdad, and back when this happened, he wasn't really a believer in anything, honestly, but and this was, gosh, this was probably my teenage years. But he walked into the kitchen and the kitchen cabinets were doing this. I mean, there was a period
So,
of time in my house that people wouldn't even come over because the air was just so thick with the presence that they wouldn't even come in.
wow. Did you
Yeah.
know who was there before you, or what would be
No, it was
considered?
wasn't the house, it was us. It follows us. And it was a lot of it started when my dad was dying,
Mhm.
and he was he grew up Mormon, but he was going over to Christian when he had cancer, and he was spending a lot of time um, with that and leaning into that religion. And when you do that, and that's actually part of my personal stories, is has to do with when I really lean into God and you know spreading the word and talking about Jesus and stuff, that I do have negative energies that'll show up because it makes them mad. Um,
Wow,
and
interesting.
so that's kind of what happened when my dad was going through that. Is we had just a lot of activity going on in the
Yeah. So
house.
this is real thing. Like,
Oh
and
yeah,
not
real,
like
100% swear on my kids' heads. Yeah.
yeah. Because usually when I'll watch like Ghost Hunters or some kind of like show where they're trying to find some kind of spirit and they have these instruments and they're trying to measure things and you don't. I mean, it's hard to you don't. I don't really see anything obviously because I'm watching on TV, but I know there are people who do feel like there's something there that they
Right.
can't
And I
really
think there is a
experience.
lot of true stuff out there. I've been watching a couple young guys named Sam and Colby this week,
Mm-hmm.
and they just spent a week at the Conjuring house.
Mm.
And if you go back, they've been making videos for like 6 years. These kids have so many followers now but I mean, when they started out, they were just kind of bullshitting around, and they really didn't believe it either until like things actually started happening to them. And then they're like, holy shit, this is actually real. And
Mm.
they've got a lot of, but if you watch it and you go back to some of those earlier videos and you see them kind of come into the knowing of it, you see that it was real, because you see that they're just messing around, and then like just the progression of the videos over time, if you go through,
Right.
it's interesting. But yeah, the Conjuring House series that they just dropped part 4 of that today, so I haven't watched part 4 yet, but it was pretty scary. And they did several at the Stanley Hotel in Colorado, which is where Stephen King came up with the idea for The Shining, and it's based on Stanley
Oh
Hotel.
yeah.
And my cousin actually just stayed at the Stanley Hotel last week, and she stayed in
How
one
was
of the.
his? How was that? How was that
She, sta-
experience?
she stayed in one of the purported haunted rooms. There's a few rooms that have more activity than others, and actually, she stayed in the same room that Sam and Colby actually stayed in the video.
Nice.
Apparently, there's a cowboy in that room that shows up and kisses women on the forehead.
What?
Yeah. But
Wow.
she said that she did have somebody was walking around the bed. She didn't see them, but she could hear them. She's like, the floors are super creaky. So she could hear them walking around the bed, and that they messed with her husband's CPAP machine that he
What?
wears. They messed with that. Yeah. And her husband actually is not a believer. She's a very, very strong Christian, probably one of the strongest Christians I know. And he's just kind of like up in the air. He doesn't really believe one way or the other. And but yeah, they messed with his CPAP machine, and he had somebody whisper in his ear when he was in the room.
So throughout all this, is there any possible way that someone could just be messing around, like in these little situations where?
I mean, there are some things I think that you could rig up,
Yeah.
like a light or maybe a faucet or something like that. But oh gosh, man, I would love to tell you another story too, but it's my cousins, and I can't put that out there.
No, yeah, it's okay. It's
But
okay. I know it seems like.
but you'd flip out if I told you. I'll tell you later.
Yeah, I think maybe perhaps like if you have to be in those real environments to maybe feel something, like just it feel something that's not the same you feel when you're in your own home or you're somewhere else, that you're in this spot that something's happening and you just can't explain it.
Right.
Yeah, but it's good. I appreciate you sharing a little bit of that to a dog.
Hey, BudSoda.
What's up? Silly me, I thought this was at 8 p.m. I'm sorry. Getting
That's
in the
okay.
spirit, that's for sure. I can barely
Hey,
walk,
bud.
and I'm still out working. I was going to take the day off. I was just going to do breakfast, but shopping's been nonstop. Oh my gosh, it's on fire.
Woo. I just left the house now to come and do this and then go do my stuff. But so I've been working, but I've been working at home, not making any
when
money.
I took this last Sam's Club, there were 7 offers on the screen, and like most of them were pretty good, if not at least okay.
From Instacart?
Mm-hmm.
Or what? Oh,
I never get that. I'm not even diamond. I'm only platinum.
well,
I've been trying to grind to platinum, and I'm almost a gold, which doesn't make sense.
I usually don't see any good Instacart orders, but the other day I had an order pop up that was $168 on Instacart, and I was so shocked that I was
take advantage of that.
And I'm like kind of like taking in what it is instead of hitting accept. I was like, what's wrong with me? I just totally didn't take that order.
You didn't take it, Holly. You just gotta hit accept and worry about the consequences later.
No, I know. I should have taken.
No, you gotta hit accept that screenshot.
I was so shocked. I was like, what's wrong with it? Like 400 miles or I don't know. I'm just not used to seeing anything like that. I'm lucky if I see a
I'd go look at batch details, worst case take a hit to my cancel rate. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think what it is like I'm actually they onboarded a lot of couples recently. Some of them fell off, but I think the rest of them are doing stuff with their kids during the day at school and stuff for Halloween. So, yeah, I'm about to go to Walmart on an Uber, but uh, last
All right, Tony.
mile's been really kicking butt too. I missed an $80 one earlier. It was 100 pounds, 83 inches. I should have just strapped it up. I should have just grabbed it.
What app was that?
It must have been a Brody. It was a Zap Lowe's order. I don't know what it was. I'm going to guess a grill or something in that kind of area.
Are you on Synpex?
Maybe a generator, but... Huh?
Are you on Synpex? SENPEX?
No, I've heard of it. It's not my area.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because they do Lowe's. And that's where I picked up the one that I did the other day.
Yeah, I did one pickup XLs. I did 2 in a row. One was a bookshelf, and the other was a desk. Just the cheap little mainstays ones. All the keep you started kind of stuff, college kids. And the last one definitely went to like a college, like a definitely like a, I think it was a sorority. Definitely felt feminine, and it had like college banners and stuff up. I didn't even know JCC had a sorority.
So, well, Steve is on the road with a curry right now. We're hoping he's going to be able to pop in here. I'm not sure when he's going to be done. And I had Digital Nomad was supposed to be on, and I'm not quite sure where he is. And Tony had an appointment at 2:00 that he forgot about. So I'm not quite sure how long that's going to take him. So hopefully he can get here. Anyway, so, Bud, have you ever had any paranormal experiences?
Oh yeah, it gets freaky sometimes. I might have to hop out any second, just to let you know. But it gets freaky sometimes. There definitely was a presence in the old house. We had I wasn't home for it. I was on like the field trip or something when I was younger. Like I was young. But my mom and my sister swear that like black spirits left the house. Because we kept like finding stuff moved around and all that stuff, and like it was weird. I don't believe in that kind of spiritual stuff, so I shouldn't be here. There's got to be some kind of spiritual power overseeing.
They definitely will mess with stuff. If you just have like a poltergeist that's not really an evil spirit necessarily, they'll move things and stuff. But most spirits will communicate through any form of electronics, through the lights or sound, or that's just because they're energy, and so that's how they communicate. But we had a music box that started playing one day, but the song that it played was not actually on the music box.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was in my bathroom closet one time when I was early teenage years, maybe 14, 15 maybe. And I was in there and I was going through this old dress. It was like those old Hope chests, and it just had a bunch of papers and stuff in it, and stuff my dad from the war and this and that. And it's the middle of the afternoon. I mean, I wasn't scared or anything when I was in there. I was just going in this walk-in closet and going through this stuff. And I'm in there, and this voice says, "Holly, Holly, get out of here," in this raspy, deep voice in the middle of the afternoon. And I can tell you that I didn't ask twice. I was bye-bye. And I didn't go back in that bathroom for about a year.
Wow.
Which is kind of dumb because it wasn't really just in the bathroom, it was everywhere. But and my bedroom was down at the end of the hall, so if you were standing in that bathroom looking in the mirror, you could basically see down the hallway, right? So my girlfriend was sitting down in my bedroom, and at the same time I was looking in the mirror doing something. This was a separate day, and we both at the same time called out to each other because I saw a figure go down the hall and she saw it from my bedroom. So we both saw it at the same time. So
yeah, I have never had any of these. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe it's too many people over here in New York City. It's too many people. There's not enough time to. They're like even the spirits are like, this is too crowded. I gotta move.
Yeah. Well, my mom was the oldest of 7. Like I said, everybody in our family has had a lot of activity, and my aunt, the one that passed away in the car accident almost 2 years ago now, she had a Ouija board. This was, back in the 70s, before really a lot was known about a Ouija board. By the way, don't ever bring one in your house. Don't do that. Bad. Anyway,
Yeah.
so she got concerned because it was doing things on its own, obviously. And she went and talked to her priest about it, and he told her that she needed to get rid of it, and that, not to throw it away, but she needed to burn it. She had to destroy it. And so she threw it into the fireplace, and screams came out of the fireplace.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've had some pretty heavy duty stuff around my family and me.
Yeah.
Now, doesn't everybody want to invite me over?
But you say don't get a Ouija board, right? Like that. So those things are legit.
No.
It is a huge portal for bad spirits to enter.
Okay.
I know people love plate. They freak me out. I hate it.
Yeah,
it's like either really fake or it gets really real. I'm like, no.
Well, I was just telling him about my aunt that had one, and she threw it in the fireplace, and screams came out of the fireplace. But I also had another friend who had bought one for her kids because she didn't know any better, and she said that when they were done playing with it. Hold on. When they were done playing with it, they put it up in the closet on the very top shelf for the night, and she said that she put it up there. She knew it was there. Her kids can't even reach it. There was nothing for the kids to stand on. And then when, I don't know if they left the room or where the kids were or whatever, but then when they came back in the room or they woke up or whatever, the Ouija board was back down on the floor, set up again.
I delivered to someone who has, it's a pretty big welcome mat. I know they have place carpets too. But every time I've delivered to them, it's I get an eerie feeling. And be honest, I didn't really notice it until the 3rd or 4th time. But now every time I deliver to them, I get an eerie feeling, there's a presence.
So this,
I don't know. It's just my imagination. But
their doormat is a Ouija board.
Yep.
Huh.
So if you guys could describe the feeling, because maybe it's a feeling that I may have already had but didn't connect it. Is it an anxiety? Is it a feeling?
Anxiety, hair sitting on the back of your neck, goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
You ever have that sense that someone's lurking around a corner, and sure enough, there's you kind of around in a corner and there's someone kind of lurking?
Something to that extent, I think. Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody has some of that, but it's got to be, for me, it has to be that I see or hear something. It's got to be more of a manifestation than just I feel something. You know what I mean? Because anybody can feel something if they're just home alone and they're scared,
Right.
It's your survival instincts kicking in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we had scratches on the inside of our basement door, and it was not a walkout basement, and there was big scratches, not like a mouse.
Oh.
Yeah, that basement was great. Yeah, we lived in that house. They moved in that house when I was 1 and lived there until I was 25. No, let's see. Megan was born in 92. They moved out when Megan was 6 months old, so she was, it was about 24, I guess.
Sorry.
So they lived there a long time.
Yeah.
But again, it didn't matter because just wherever I go, there they are.
Yeah. So,
but really, it's not been that heavy with activity. Not like it was back in the day.
What's your opinion on? I know you talked about it earlier with the 2 YouTubers that I guess visit, haunted places, but people who do go out their way to visit those things are is that a mistake? Should they do that? What's your opinion?
I mean, my cousin went to the Stanley Hotel for that reason.
Okay, so that was on purpose. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, if you have an interest in that thing, like I said, which I do and always have, and I guess because of my experiences, and I know I'm sensitive to it. Yeah, I'll go to places that I know are haunted too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm careful. I have my cross that I wear every single day. You do have to be careful, because in this watching the Sam and Colby kid, I have to tell you that that's one problem that I have with them, is that these kids went in very uneducated into this field. Even now I'll hear them say things and I'm like, oh my God, guys, what are you doing? You got to think. You don't, they just, I don't think they were educated enough on the subject before they got into this.
Right.
So
maybe it was part of their curiosity or something from movies, but they didn't do a lot of research.
Well, I think a lot of what's there in terms of information, it seems like it's anecdotal, right? Like it's like, okay, I went through this, or my friend went through this. And there's nothing like, I guess, I don't know, like it's not exact, right? Everyone has their own individual, I guess, feeling or story to present. So you probably are basing a lot on your movies.
You go throughout history, fables, those kind of things, and also religion, and base it off a lot of that. So that's just my feeling on it. Ollie's a lot more in the open up on that than I am, but that's just my feeling on it.
And there are places that are haunted because of where they are, and then there's other hauntings that take place because of who it is. Like I was talking about earlier, with my family.
Right.
What's
like,
that?
I've been in old churches, and like pretty much everyone will be leaving, and you kind of stand there with you, maybe a couple other people, but it'll feel like the group's full with a congregation from back in the day, like with the founders of your town were there. It's like kind of eerie, but kind of cool. I don't know how else to say it.
Well, my brother owns an old historic movie theater in Decatur, Illinois, which is my hometown originally, where I lived most of my life. I've been in Florida for 12 years, but his theater has been on the Discovery Channel and those shows that they have on there where they've talked about the hauntings at his theater. So, and he's got some stories too, but that place is haunted, not because of him, but because he's my brother on my dad's side. So he's not on my mom's side where all the activity is. He's on my dad's side. But yeah.
I know in St. Louis there's like a lot of old theaters and stuff, like both stage theaters and like movie theaters. They're like beautiful, but like I'm just wondering if like these urban explorers said they feel presences there. Like they don't even feel it's like a bad energy. It's like a positive energy, like in a sad energy at the same time. Like, well, why is this place going to, why is this place going to dust? When there used to be such great things going here.
Yeah. Well, I think the ghosts are happy that my brother kept the theater going and he added 2 more screens and, bought the building next to it and stuff. And, I think they're very happy with him. But if you look it up, it's called the Avon Theater in Decatur, Illinois. But you can look it up and you'll find a lot of information out there about it. And Troy Taylor, he's written a lot of haunted books. He wrote a book about it. So, but Decatur has the Lincoln Theater also. And my brother did, they were called Haunted Decatur. And they do haunted Decatur tours where they would take buses of people and take them all over the town of Decatur and talk about the haunted history of Decatur. Because we got Greenwood Cemetery, which has Civil War soldiers, walking around and all kinds of things and activity going on over there. But it's pretty interesting.
I have to find some haunted places. I mean, I'm kind of curious, but also like if you tell me, hey, don't go there, it's haunted. Well, if someone's over there, then why am I going in there? like hey, if they're doing something over there, I'll just go somewhere else. I don't have to interact. I don't think I'm wondering if it's haunted. Do they want people to go in? Like, do they want us there?
It depends. Is it a friendly spirit? Is it an evil spirit? I mean, I don't want to go anywhere that I know it's an evil spirit, like the Conjuring house. I'm not going to the Conjuring house because I know that shit is not good in that house.
I guess the history of it, right? Like something bad happened in that location. That means something, probably a bad spirit.
Like the Amityville Horror House, where the guy ended up killing his whole family. I mean, those type of places I would avoid.
Yeah. old
because you don't know
prisons or
have a
something like
spirit.
that. Or
Yeah, because they can attach to you and they can go right home with you.
interesting. I mean, this is a bit of a kind of a. No, I won't bring it up. Never mind. Never mind.
Right.
Well, okay, so places where mass murdering has
Right.
occurred. I wonder if those locations right now still have that kind of, presence, right? Like, I don't know, even like the Jim Jones thing, right? Like, those little people passed away. I wonder if in that wilderness, if there's still spirits or there's something there that people can't explain because so
I
many people passed
think.
away.
Yeah, I would think. I'd be surprised if there was not any
Something.
paranormal activity. I wonder if any ghost hunters have ever gone to that area and looked and
I
tried
don't
to
know.
find.
Probably, yeah, probably not. But since you have had real experiences, do you like the movies? Do you watch them? Do you watch The Conjuring and Paranormal Activity? And
I used to watch them all the time, but I don't know. It's harder for me to watch them these days.
right, yeah.
Like I saw the preview the other day for the new Exorcist, and I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not watching.
And the quality of movies in the last 20 years has definitely dropped to a level where it's just not good.
Well, that original Exorcist, I mean, oh my god, I've watched it. I've watched the whole thing, but I'm telling you,
intense.
that's one I cannot sit at home by myself and watch again. It's terrifying.
Like there's been good reboots. Like I think the modern It was great, but then you get like it's kind of comedy spooky, Ghostbusters. Not so much, It's like the spectrum's like it seems like most lean toward the Ghostbusters end, but there are a few exceptions that are pretty good. Like people still complain it's not the original. It's like, well, it's a reimagining. It's not supposed to be.
Yeah, they've remade quite a few, and if it's something like a Friday the 13th or Halloween, those don't bother me as much. But when you start talking about the spirit world, that's the one, and demonic possession especially, I start watching. I can't. Yeah, that's the ones that really freak me out because I know that shit's real.
I used to like the Stephen King miniseries. I remember the one, A Perfect Storm, and it was like this demon, and was it Roanoke, the original settlement? He's like,
what series was that?
A Perfect Storm. And it was basically a demon who he's like, well, the original, like, the story is the original settlers didn't die because of disease or harsh winter. They did die because of this demon because they refused to like give him what he wanted.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't
so,
remember
like,
that one.
I guess like he can't take a kid that they don't willingly give. Like that won't work for whatever reason. It's like this. That's like kind of the biggest plot hole, but at the same time, at least it's a reason.
Yeah.
Because he was just basically looking for a successor.
Right.
I know at the end they're in Cali. It was in San Diego or San Francisco. Like they were, like the guy who gave up his kid. He sees him with the demon. He's like, oh my god! He says the kid's name. I think it was Jamie or something. And the kid like hisses at him like he's already a demon. It's like really freaky, and that's like kind of where the movie ends. It kind of ends ambiguously. So we wanted to talk like scary movies and stuff. So
yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we could start going through this trivia. I don't know where everybody else is, so it might just be between you guys.
All right. Let's do it.
I'm gonna find my marker here so I can keep.
depends how much time you have. I don't mind.
So how should we do this? Should we just go back and forth between like Hannibal say, let you try to answer it first. If you can't answer it, I'll go to BudSoda.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
All right. We'll start with you, Hannibal, since you're at the top of the screen here.
Sure.
The first question is, name the summer camp where Friday the 13th takes place.
Pass.
Crystal Lake.
Camp Crystal Lake. But so
All right.
Yes,
BudSoda's never
because
gonna win.
the guy who was just helping me out at Sam's Club was wearing the hat. That's how I remember it so fresh off the top of my head.
all right, BudSoda. In the original Exorcist movie, what is the name of the young girl who becomes possessed?
I want to say Annabelle.
No. Different movie. Hannibal, do you know? The original Exorcist, 1974 Exorcist movie.
Shoot. I don't know. Mary, perhaps? No.
It was Reagan.
I wasn't gonna get that one.
Yeah, older name. Yeah, they don't. Not many people named Reagan these days.
Okay, so back to Hannibal. Hannibal, what actress played Reagan in the original Exorcist? This is probably easier to get than her name, honestly.
I don't know. Pass.
Carol Burnett. I want to say Carol Burnett. Well, I'm probably way off.
You guys should know that. I can't believe you guys don't know this.
What year the movie came out?
70s.
The 74, but I was 6, but still, it's such an iconic movie.
Yeah.
I know. I'm terrible.
Linda Blair.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't know what that is.
Don't know her, to be honest.
I can see that you guys need to rewatch The Exorcist.
You probably.
Yeah.
It's I'm not a horror or scary movie buff, so this may
With the
always
lights
be.
on.
Yeah, with the lights on.
All right. Oh shit! I just got marker all over my hands. Lovely.
Your filter is bad as mine, Ollie.
Filter. What
All right.
filter?
Yeah. All right, you got one for me?
All right, BudSoda. In the movie The Ring, how long do people have to live after watching the tape?
Oh. I want to say 72 hours, but I'm probably wrong.
Hannibal, do you know?
Wait, was his answer 3 days?
In the movie, he said 72 hours. Yeah.
That's 3 days, yeah. So that's 72.
Shoot. I no, I don't think it's 72 hours. Is it 72? No.
No, he's wrong. So that's what I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, 7 days.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I knew it was something with 7 in it.
All right. So, BudSoda, in the movie The Ring, what would happen right after someone watched the tape? Right after it, what happens?
Oh my gosh. Why do I not remember one of the most iconic moments in the movie?
I'll give you a hint. It's how they know how long they have to live.
Oh. Dang it. They get like 7 strokes on the wall or on their hand. I can't remember. That was in some movie. I can't remember what it was.
Hannibal, what do you think?
Nothing. I got nothing. I was just start making up something. But I didn't want to start making up something.
All right. They'd finish the tape. The phone would ring. They would look horrified. They'd pick up the phone and they would hear 7 days.
They got the phone call. I can't remember what movie it was where it was like it drew 7 on something. I can't remember what movie I'm thinking of.
Yeah, they'd pick it up and it would just say 7 days. Ooh, spooky.
Yeah.
Okay. Hannibal, in the 1976 film Carrie.
Well, I know that one.
What actress played Carrie?
I'm gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Wrong movie. She's a very famous actress still today.
No idea. I'm sorry. We're gonna feel stupid when you say it, I bet.
Sissy Spacek.
I'm sorry?
Sissy Spacek.
Sissy Space. Oh, I've heard of it. Yeah.
Long red hair.
Yes.
No, that was a wild movie.
All right. BudSoda in the 76 film Carrie. What was poured over Carrie's head at the prom?
Punch bowl?
What?
The punch bowl, I want to say?
Hannibal, do you know? What did they pour over Carrie's head at prom?
Blood.
Yes. Pig's blood.
Pig's blood. Dang it! It's like punch bowl or pig's blood. Dang it. I gotta think scarier.
I'm killing it, man.
Yeah, you're like way ahead of me right now.
All right, Hannibal. In The Shining, all work and no play, what?
Makes wait, hold on. All work and no play makes hold on.
I can't remember the name, but I know the saying.
I know. No. Come on. All work no play makes Johnny
So close.
Johnny a bad. I don't know, but help me out.
Makes Johnny a dull boy.
Makes Jack a dull boy.
Oh,
okay. None of us get it right. Okay.
He only
well,
said
we get
Johnny
the expression.
Through the door, and he goes here.
Yeah, here's Johnny. Yeah.
That's why.
Okay. Yeah, because all right. Hang on, I gotta go deliver this.
We're whiffing on, I think, basic stuff. Like we'll
give BudSoda half a point for that because he got makes dull boy.
Okay, fine. It's okay.
Or we'll call that a tie. Yeah, I tried to just use like more iconic and stuff movies that like I felt like everybody would know something.
Steve would know. Steve probably know a few. And I think like Tony may have known a few because they're a little older than I am. I don't know. I think I tend to avoid a lot of the horror movies. Maybe because I'm sometimes just too cynical. I'm like, it's not real. Who cares? I probably didn't watch enough as I should have. But The Shining was intense. That was another intense movie. I think all of Stanley Kubrick's movies they have a certain level or at least energy about them. Just the way he sets everything up.
What else did he do? I'm trying to think.
One of my favorite movies is A Clockwork Orange, which is a very bizarre movie. Okay. Obviously of that. I think he did Eyes Wide Shut. Was another again weird movie. Like he's really good at those. The
scary movie, I didn't put any questions in for it, but one of my favorites that I haven't seen for a long time and I would rewatch, it's a great ghost story, is The Others with Nicole Kidman.
No, I've heard of that movie. Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I definitely remember I remember the trailers and stuff like that.
Yeah, you should watch that one. And then if you want an older one that's really good, George C. Scott in The Changeling. That's probably 1972.
The Changeling. That sounds familiar.
It's a ghost story, and it's got just a really good story to it.
Yeah. Changeling. 1960.
There's another one that was just called Ghost Story. Actually, that's an older one. That's a good ghost story. I mean, I'll do a good ghost story as long as it's not like demonic possession that like freaks me out. Like they're coming.
Oh wait, the Changeling they redid it. It's a TV show now on Apple TV.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
are you Googling it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's set in an alternate New York City. A father and husband searches through the magical world for his abducted son and wife. Was that the original story or no?
Not exactly, but I'm thinking that they took elements of it.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a reboot, definitely, because they got the dude.
I'll have to look.
So what was that?
Get Out.
What was that? 5-2, Hannibal.
I'll have to go back. I'm just writing it down next to the question. I'll have to go back. Okay, whose turn to go first was it? Oh, it was BudSoda.
Yeah.
What is the child's name in The Omen?
I don't know. I'm gonna say Lucy. I don't know.
It's a boy.
Damn it. Charlie then.
Hannibal, do you know?
All right, bye. No. Oh, no.
Damien.
Ah.
That's the kid they thought he
Dang
was.
it! They made that reference in American Dad. Ah.
That's when you should have got it. When you just watch American Dad.
American Dad's funnier than Family Guy. I'm sorry. It's the better show.
Yeah, I know people have that opinion.
Hannibal, in the film The Purge, how long does the annual purge last?
I need to get the exact time because I know it's like overnight. 12 hours?
Yes, 12 hours.
Okay. Would you consider The Purge I guess it's scary. It could be scary, right?
Yeah, it's under horror movies.
Yeah.
Don't they make that longer in some of the sequels? I think it was 72 hours.
I watched
All
the first.
Ones I saw were 24, but
yeah, I watched the first one. I thought it was good, and then like they made like 15 more, and I was like, I'm out. It's like the Saw, right?
All of them. And
you like all of them?
They had the TV series too, which I thought was really good, but I don't know where it went.
Oh.
Like the whole point of the Purge was like it wasn't about letting people vent their frustration. It was about getting rid of people that were inconvenient to the people in charge.
Oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind a purge night. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No,
I love everybody.
bad.
Yeah.
Wait,
Bud will go after non-tippers the whole night.
That was a non-tipper. $16 no tip shop. I don't care. It paid. I know that Walmart was probably a no tip too. Is someone elderly and disabled?
Yeah.
I don't mind if it pays me.
Yeah, if it pays well enough, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
I did 16 and change no tip on Instacart last night. It was like 23 items. Maybe it's like because Asian cultures use Korean, like they don't believe in tipping.
Well, there's a culture and of not tipping.
Yeah, especially
Japanese.
Japanese especially, but I think Asian in general.
Live in our country, you have to adapt.
True. Good point.
Like one of my friends don't believe in tipping now because he was over there for the Air Force, and I'm like, he never used to tip on Grubhub because he got it through Amazon Prime, Grubhub Plus. So I said, you can't think of the tip as a tip. It's what you're really doing is bidding for my service. He's like, oh, that makes so much more sense to me now. Like just me saying that.
I'd say that whatever culture you live in, that's you just have to adapt. If I go to Europe and they believe in everybody has to wear pink on Tuesdays, then you wear pink on Tuesday. I mean, whatever you're supposed to do. But if you live in a culture, there's just some things that you have to adapt to. So if you want to live here, that's one thing you have to adapt to, or you don't get good service.
Yeah. Makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah,
and it's interesting with restaurants that come here. Like I think I talked about this before, but there's a restaurant in Brooklyn. It's a ramen restaurant. It's Japanese. It's called Ichiban. I think Ichiran. And when you walk in, you order your foods, same kind of typical restaurant, but there's signs telling you not to tip. They do not accept tips.
I think my sushi restaurant does. Which is kind of weird.
You do notice you paid more than another bowl of food. So
that's what I was going to say.
The money's coming out, but they're letting you know you don't have to tip. But the bowl of ramen, it costs about, I would say about at least another $6 to $8 more than if you went to a regular restaurant.
Wow.
So there's a big one in Watertown. It's a sushi steakhouse. It's one of those Japanese joints where they cook the steak and stuff in front of you. It's a lot of flair. And then there's just a sushi joint right here, and it's a lot smaller. But it's bomb. Like their sushi, I guess, is even better than the ones in Watertown. I'm not a sushi person, so I wouldn't know. But
yeah, I don't eat sushi either.
People love it. Yeah, I bought some earlier from Sam's Club. A lot of people on the Fort Drum site said it's bland. So, sorry, I've been shopping all day.
Right. All right, back to the game. BudSoda.
Yep.
Ed and Lorraine Warren. Ed and Lorraine Warren are featured in several horror films that are based on true stories, including The Conjuring. What was their role or profession? Which they did freelance, right? So, because it goes into the gig work. What were they?
I want to say sales, but that's probably wrong. Maybe insurance agents.
Why would an insurance agent be in a horror movie?
Sounds like it would be
anything. Yeah,
What,
anything really. It's the whole undermining of like the subversion. Like people you would think to do horrible things.
Hannibal, do you know who they are?
No.
They are very famous demonologist, paranormal investigators. They're both passed away.
Of course, I gotta think more spooky.
Is demon? So that's like a real expertise, like demonology. That is like that's real or that's not real.
That's real. That's real. I mean, if you're real, I mean, there's probably kind of same thing with a psychic. You know, there's some that are actually real and there's some that aren't. You know, but
yeah, the psychic thing. I did recently I think I was walking down the street. A friend kind of dragged me into one of those like small shops in Manhattan.
Yeah,
I think they're good at code reading. They'll say something and they probably look at your reaction and then they kind of move on. Because
if there's somebody in a place like that, I'm going to tell you they're probably not real.
Okay,
if you get
but
somebody
she's good.
By word of mouth, you know, that like they just know of this person that, you know, you can go to their house or whatever. Like John Edward. John Edward is a psychic medium, and
TV show.
Yes, he did. He used to have a show called Crossing Over.
Oh, I hated that one.
I heard that he wasn't real.
Loved him. No, I 100% believe he is real.
Yeah, I remember. I vaguely remembered.
I can't stand his personality. Like he.
I like him.
But too talk showy.
Sorry.
I watched a couple interviews.
No, not even that.
Yeah.
Like he's like worse than Dr. Phil judgmental, in my opinion.
I don't think so. James Van Prague is another one that I do believe in, and I don't know. Long Island Medium, I'm on the fence with.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Well, my next question, you won't know because if you didn't know who Ed and Lorraine Warren were, but my next question was, what other famous hauntings were Ed and Lorraine Warren involved in other than the Conjuring case? So I'll just tell you, which was the Amityville horror case they were involved in.
Yeah, Amityville. Okay, I've heard that.
The Haunting in Connecticut is the name of another one that they were involved in.
I don't know that one.
So those are just like the three that you guys have probably heard of, but we'll just skip that question. Okay. Hannibal, you're first on this one, right? Yeah. What horror film has the most sequels?
All right. I would say Halloween, but I think Saw there's more Saw movies than Halloween movies. No? I'm going with Saw. Because Saw's like 15 of them. No?
Is there?
I don't know. I know they just, like I feel like there's a lot of Saw movies.
There's two S movies I want to say. Can I just say them both?
Go ahead.
Scary Movie or Scream? There's like a ton
Not
of sequels of all
not
those.
Scream.
Now, I have the things that I looked up said Halloween with 13 movies. Now, go ahead. Google Saw, though, because if I'm wrong and it's Saw, I want to know.
I was going to say Halloween. But I think Halloween. I think I'm gonna look right now. How many Saw movies? I feel like they were doing them yearly at one point. I felt like 9. Damn it. Yeah. So yeah, Halloween one. I should have said
Friday the 13th has 12.
Oh damn! I was gonna lose anyway.
Irony.
Irony.
They should do some kind of reboot for the 13th one, you know.
Everyone said, or not everyone, friends of mine and family who watched the last Saw movie said it was actually good. Like it was actually a solid movie, but that's more of the gore gore porn, and I know some people may not even like that. It's not necessarily scary; it's just really disgusting.
I think I've only seen 1 or 2 of those.
I saw to me the first. I mean, obviously the first one is just the more interesting, and
Yeah.
it was like a real story, and it was like a situation that was happening. It was kind of crazy, and then I felt like they just kept doing the same thing for 9 movies. So,
Like, well, it sells.
it sells, yeah. I mean, someone I think I was talking. I think I was talking to someone. It was like they're gonna keep making Fast and Furious because you people are watching them. Like someone's watching these movies and making a lot of money. Like we get mad about the movies, but they only make them because they make money. So
yeah. BudSoda, are you there?
oh no, I think I think
he left us.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. What actress played Michael Myers' sister, Laurie Strode, in the Halloween movies?
Stripe?
Laurie Strode was Michael Myers' sister in Halloween movies. What was the actress's name that played her? You may have mentioned her earlier.
Oh, Carol Burnett? No, that's too old.
No. Yeah.
Dang it. I don't know off the top of my head. Pass.
Hannibal? I know you know this. I know you know this.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Got it. Yep.
She did a fantastic role on True Lies. There's a certain scene, but I don't know if you checked it out. Fantastic scene, fantastic movie. You should check it out.
There is a series on, I think is it Paramount or shit, what's the other one? Called True Lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Have you seen it?
No, I gotta watch that.
It's really good. It's cute. It's really cute.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Hannibal. In what fictional town does Halloween take place?
Horrorville.
Horrorville.
Horrorville for 200, Holly.
BudSoda.
I want to say Amityville. I don't know why. I'm just thinking that.
Because you're thinking of Amityville Horror.
Oh, dang it. Emory.
Haddonfield, Illinois.
Oh, Haddonfield. Why not just use a real place?
Illinois. So I guess that's maybe because if you think about the Halloween movies, think about the scenery that they're showing. They're showing you fall. So I mean, it's got to be someplace where they have the change of seasons.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, there is actually no Haddonfield in Illinois.
Oh.
Right. It looks like every Illinois town. Decatur, Peoria, Springfield, Champaign, Bloomington. Of the 13 Halloween films, how many was Jamie Lee Curtis in?
Okay. How am I supposed to know?
Yeah, this is kind of a hard one.
Okay.
But I found it interesting.
Is this for me?
Sure.
Okay. Since it's like a billion of them, I'm going to go out and say 5.
Close.
Damn it.
BudSoda, you want to render a guess?
You're gonna have to repeat the question because I was talking to my customer here. Take care, Jeff.
The 13 Halloween films, how many was Jamie Lee Curtis in?
8 of them.
What's that?
He said 8.
BudSoda, what was your answer? I couldn't hear you.
8.
8?
Yeah, that's what he said.
A damn good guess. 8.
Get out of here.
Woo! Yay! I get one. That was stabbing in the dark too.
Because I'm thinking, at one point she definitely became famous. I'm thinking she probably wasn't in every one of these movies because she's, she had a lot of good movies. I'm thinking maybe like 5.
Well,
8, that's pretty impressive.
What I found really interesting is that she was 19 years old when she made the first one, right?
Yeah.
She was also in the last one in 2022, and she was 63 years old.
Yeah.
So that's how many years of her life these movies have spanned. Isn't that crazy?
That's
Wow.
absolutely, yeah. Span her whole career, basically.
I found that so interesting. I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just goes to show you how fast life goes by, right?
Yeah, and the things that we all still enjoy, right? The scary movies. I mean, the whole
Yeah.
Michael Myers thing, the guy following you, trying to kill you. Like, it doesn't change much in terms of what scares us or what bothers us. It's either something trying to kill us, some spirit trying to get us, or some kind of ghost, something, you know, paranormal.
What would you say that you think the scariest movie, and this is for both of you, the scariest movie that you've ever watched? What would you say it is? One that like it scared you so much that like you really wouldn't want to watch it again.
For me, I never liked the whole Freddy Krueger thing. The whole how he looked, what he did. That always was intense. That and
That was intense.
Hellraiser, the pins in the guy's head. That was like, who created this? Who dark mind went and made this all up? So those two characters are like the very like they're scary. I will admit that.
I remember when I saw
I
Nightmare
can't
on Elm
remember the name.
Street. What's that, bud?
I can't think of the name. Dang it.
What was the plot?
So basically, there's a lot of messed up situations. I want to say the ones where it subverts you and it's just seemingly normal people and they're actually twisted mofos. That's the ones that get me. So like
a Body Snatchers type stuff.
No, what was it? They basically, what movie was it where like the dude was well, he pretended to be a cop. He actually killed the actual deputy. And like his wife was just pretending to be, you know, I think she tutored or something, but like they were really messed up people. They were cannibals, basically. What movie was that? Oh my god. I am terrible with names, but like if you put this movie on, I knew immediately.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and I said it's not. It's not. I don't think it's based on a true story. Maybe it is, but.
Because there was that case, and I think the guy did used to be a cop, and he was killing girls. Like he was married and had a kid and everything. And God, who was that? Why can't I think of that? Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy now. I gotta think of that.
Yeah.
All right. Who's up? Who's up first?
I don't know. I think maybe it's Bud.
Oh, you answered first last time. BudSoda. All right. And the Friday the 13th, what kind of mask does Jason wear?
Hockey.
Yeah, I figured you guys would get that one. All right. And this Hannibal, this is the perfect question for you. What two colors make up Freddy Krueger's sweater?
Oh, the red and black?
Red and what?
Red and black? Gray? Red and... What is that color? Yep, I don't know. But help me out.
I want to say red and blue, maybe?
No, not red and blue. Probably like a darker. Like a red and like... It's like a...
Dang it, I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry, Holly. We're thinking at this.
I'm surprised we had right answers, so I think we're doing pretty well. I thought we were going to get.
I don't watch many horror movies, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street came out when I was in high school, and I remember my mom was out of town and my aunt was staying with me, and I came home and I slept down in the bedroom with her because I was too afraid to go up to my own room that night.
Clarkson built some kind of center where the original house wasn't positively built it.
I think the older movies are scarier because we didn't have a way to reference anything, and it was only with no internet. You had to go to the library. Yeah, there's no social media. Like it was
No
all in
CGI.
right. So like
True.
there's nothing for you to even bounce some ideas off. Like even ask your parents, is this real? And then one of them may say, I don't know, maybe. You're freaking out. Like
I think it felt more real because like the shadows, the whispers of the wind, and those kind of things.
yeah.
They had to use all those environmental effects because they literally just didn't have anything else. It had to be practical. It had to feel real.
Yeah. I
Like
think that
I
those
think
movies
that's a
still
lot
hold
more
up.
effective than a lot of CGI stuff does.
Yeah. I agree. Oh, Tony said he's here. We said that in chat.
Backstage. I sat backstage for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And guess what me did? I took another shot because I'm right close to the store.
Nice.
I'm a glutton for punishment.
Well, Holly, I don't know if you're talking because you're muted.
So, as far as I don't know, have you ever went out and tried to work on Halloween, Hannibal, or did you always kind of stay and watch like?
No. I mean, today was just hanging out, so no, I haven't. Why are we only muted? I can't hear anything.
Can you hear me?
Oh, Tony, I can hear you. Holly,
Yeah,
I
we can
can't
hear
hear
you.
you.
This must be on a phone call.
Oh, she on the phone. Oh.
I wonder if
How you been,
Steve called
Tony?
her.
How's the kids? How's the wife?
Doing well. We got the brand new one. She's almost 30 days old already.
Nice, congratulations.
becoming
Nice
an old lady.
haircut. I like the haircut.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, man. So that's what, 6 kids now?
Yeah, number 6.
Awesome.
Half a dozen.
Yeah, just got another 6 more. You got the full cart.
Yeah. Looks like Holly must be having some connectivity
Yeah,
issues.
Yeah. I
Sorry,
have
I
one.
was late to this.
No, I
You're
mean,
all right.
we're doing okay. We're not doing great. I mean, you know, I think if you
I
and
think
Steve were
Hannibal's
here,
still beating me.
yeah, I think you guys would have probably had more points than we did because there was some like easy questions. I wouldn't say it was some really like softballs, and we swung and
So,
whiffed.
yeah. Some of them like you should know because they're so iconic, and it's like, why do I not know?
Aha! Now I can hear everybody again.
Welcome
Okay,
back.
good. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, I thought you were on the phone,
That was
Holly, because
weird.
you were
My
trying to
whole-
talk and.
Yeah, my whole screen flashed, and then nobody could hear me.
Yeah.
The ghost.
We just thought you were on the
The
phone, like you
spirits
muted
locking
yourself.
me out. No, the spirits.
The spirits.
The spirits muted me. How you
You're
doing,
almost
Tony?
possessed, huh? Doing good. How are you?
Good. We've been having some interesting conversation here today about paranormal things and scary movies and.
Oh, okay.
It's been good
So-
conversation.
We are on question
Oh, man.
19.
Oh, let me.
Dang, Holly, how many did you have written out?
I've got like 60.
Jeez, you wanted to?
I told you I spent some time on this.
I guess so. It's gonna go for like an hour and a half or 2.
So
Hey, Hannibal, are
BudSoda
you there?
and
Yeah.
Hannibal oh, there he is. Okay. I thought.
BudSoda and Hannibal say I still have a fighting chance because they've been missing the questions.
All right. Well, I'll throw this one at you then. What horror movie was the first to be nominated for an Academy Award?
Oh man, I don't know.
That's tough. It's one we've
White
talked
Noise,
about
isn't it?
today.
I haven't been able to listen.
Oh. All right, so how are we going? Is it going me and then Bud or
Let's see who had the last one. Let's see. We ended on you. Let's see. Yeah, this should be actually Bud. Go ahead, BudSoda. Do you know? Or you want to take a guess?
if Bud is not answering,
Okay, go ahead,
wait. I
Hannibal.
think.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, there he is. Yeah,
The Shining.
incorrect. Hannibal.
The first one
To be
nominated.
nominated. Not necessarily to win, but to be nominated.
Academy Award. Nothing. Exorcist. I don't know.
Correct.
Get out of here. Really?
1974, The Exorcist got 10 nominations, including Best Supporting Actress for then 15-year-old Linda Blair, but did not win any of the awards.
Yeah. Take that, Tony. You
Would you
came in, thought you was gonna dominate, and then I still maintained.
How was your good luck charm
Yeah.
there, Hannibal?
Oh no, Bud came out of
Would you-
nowhere with one.
I have a follow-up question to that. Would you nominate the new Exorcist for any award?
Probably not. No.
I would nominate it for the award of it looks so damn scary. I can't watch it.
Yeah.
It's too scary to watch. Like scary as in you might be disappointed.
No. Anything we went over this earlier, but anything that's demonic possession or things that I know are real in the world like that are bad spirits and stuff, that's the stuff I have a hard time watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Did you
I
watch it,
think
Tony?
A demon. No, I've only heard the reviews, and from what I can tell, a demon was possessing the person who decided to make that film.
Oh, so it's not good. It's not good. It's not a good movie overall. Then.
Yeah, they did a total disservice, I guess, to the actual real Exorcist film.
I mean, yeah, that's such an iconic film. I mean, you can't expect. I don't know.
Well, they took out the whole Catholic thing, so, and that's what the Catholic Church is well known for.
Right, you can't really take the Catholic Church out of an exorcism. Hello.
That's yeah. I feel like they were trying to. So they just try to make it very like bland. Right?
They've done what every other movie has done that's been remakes. Is they've been very uncreative with their movie making.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Come up with a new idea.
Well, now it makes me want to watch it just so I can see.
Yeah. If I watch it, it'll be because it's free. I won't pay for it.
When they try to censor parts of a movie, when they remake them or they reimagine them, they try to censor a major point. I feel it always falls flat.
Like a central theme.
Yeah, the whole
All right. Let's see. Hannibal. Since I'm going to preface this with, well, actually, let me ask the question first. What was the first horror movie to win Best Picture at the Academy Awards? And I will tell you that I necessarily do not consider this a horror movie. I would consider it a suspense movie. I don't know that I necessarily put it in the horror genre, but it is in the horror genre.
And it won for Best Picture.
Yes.
Let me try to think. Best Picture horror movies, or is it suspense movies?
And it would have been the 80s. I think.
Damn. So it's not.
Shit. Some clues here because I know it's hard to guess these.
All right, I'm gonna guess, but I don't think it's the 80s because I think the movie came out in the 90s. But I don't know. Silence of the Lambs.
Correct.
Oh, nice.
That was good.
Yeah.
I think that was
Hannibal.
Maybe it was 90s. When did that come out? I was gonna look that up. I know it was 80s or 90s.
I don't know. My dad was screwed when he named me that. And like a couple of years later, that movie came out, and he was like, "Shit," because I was born in '84. So I was born before they probably wrote the book, but they didn't have the movie, and I think it's in the 90s.
Right. It could have been. Yeah, it could have been early 90s. I'll have to look that up when we're done.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wait. Who went first last time? All right. I think we're back to BudSoda. BudSoda, what is the actor's name who played Hannibal Lecter?
And Bud is out.
Are you there, Bud? All right,
Wait.
Tony, you want to take it?
I saw his mic unmute.
Yeah, he unmuted your mic for a second.
Oh my gosh, listen to me. This stuff.
Pass.
Anthony
Can you hear me?
Hopkins.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins. Tony got it.
Nice.
I knew one. Yeah.
There you go. I feel like if like Lisa was here, she would have got all these right.
Lisa, Rideshare Lisa, or my Lisa?
You're Lisa. You probably would have all these right.
Probably. She did like theater and everything in high school, and
Yeah.
I'm not like the movie buff guy, so I don't know a whole lot of movie trivia.
Hey, but you got a point. You got a point. So
I just remember Anthony Hopkins because I'm Tony and he's Anthony, and he was in a lot of movies.
All right, Tony, I won't give you a super hard one. What Stephen King film features Pennywise the dancing clown?
It.
Yep.
Yo, Tony's killing it. But so
Knew it.
Yeah. But so you have to step it up a little bit.
All right, BudSoda.
I only know that one because my nephew, his favorite movie is It, and he's like 5.
That was also the top grossing horror movie of all time. Was It at the movie theater?
Hey, shoot, what's up?
FYI. All right, what 2001 horror movie features 3 young people on a road trip from Colorado to New Jersey who start talking to a trucker on their CB, and he turns out to be a psychopathic killer?
Oh, I've seen this movie, and I don't know. I've seen it too. I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna have to pass. I'm sorry. I know it too. I've seen it. It's just been forever.
Hannibal?
Said three teenagers traveling. The truck is trying to kill them.
Colorado to New Jersey. They start talking to a trucker, just screwing around, and then he turns out to be a killer and tries to chase him down and kill him.
No idea. Cloverfield.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, I don't think that was it.
No,
That was a
that's
monster.
Cloverfield had nothing to do with the truck.
And that was a monster movie. Never mind.
Tony? Is Tony here?
Yeah, Tony's out. Oh, he's muted and he's not. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm unsure.
Tony, are you there?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that one.
All right. The answer was Joyride.
Mm.
And that
Was
had some sequels also.
Was that a class? Was that like a not a classic, but was that like a well-received movie?
I guess so. They had some sequels.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not obviously as big as Halloween and those, but so.
Yeah, makes sense.
Wait, where are we at? That was. Shit, I lost my place.
Sorry, picking up an order and they don't have freaking cup holders and they got 3 drinks.
Mm.
Okay, Hannibal, you're up, right?
Yeah.
What Stephen King movie features semi-trucks that come to life?
Oh,
Semi-truck. A Stephen King movie?
Mm-hmm. 1986. I'll even give you that.
I don't know. The Standing. I have no idea.
Tony?
Tony's muted. Bud, you know it?
I think he's a little busy. I know it though. Can I go ahead?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Max Overdrive.
Yep. Maximum Overdrive, starring Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, Emilio was a big star back then.
Yeah.
Well, Mighty Ducks, right? That's the only movie.
No.
Yeah, he was in that.
The Outsiders.
Oh,
Like
I
all
love
those guys got their start in The Outsiders. That had so many stars in it. It wasn't funny.
Yeah, it did.
It's my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, I
And
love
book.
that movie.
I like.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
All right. What 2006 film featured a pizza delivery man as the villain? Now, this one is more obscure. I didn't.
Yeah, I don't remember a pizza delivery man. I mean, they deliver happiness. They don't deliver murders.
Usually they're the hero in the movie.
Right.
All right,
This
I'm
is
just
something
gonna
I
give
should
you one
know.
here because I don't think anybody would know this. It was called Delivery. So if you want to watch a pizza delivery man that's a killer,
Wasn't a movie Steve with his friend Trejo, they didn't, I don't know what Trejo, but they had like a rideshare kind of like it was a murder. Yeah. Which kind of makes sense. Like everyone's kind of worried about what happens when you get into a back of a car, get in a cab or whatever. The Cable Guy wasn't a horror movie, but I am a fan of that movie though. And he was weird. Yeah, it was a weird movie.
All right. What other Stephen King movie involved a car come to life?
I didn't even know he had that one.
I know this one.
Go ahead, bud.
No. Go ahead, try. Please try.
There's no way. No idea. Go ahead.
Tony
left. Tony left.
Oh,
he's not in the thing.
I keep
Christine.
checking backstage, but he's not back yet.
Christine,
correct. 1983.
And Bud cleaning up. He doing a Stephen King. It was a Stephen King.
Yeah, I love Stephen King movies. Those are the horror films I'll watch.
There's also a lesser known film in 97 called Trucks that was Stephen King. That's lesser known, but another car come to life thing.
I didn't know Stephen King was into cars come to life.
Yeah, he was actually, which is odd, but
yeah, they did a parody of it on Futurama.
Now this one's more recent. What 2022 Netflix movie is based on a Stephen King short story?
I'm not on Netflix as much as I used to, so I don't know.
John a blank there. I don't know more recent stuff.
Yeah.
All right, it's called Mr. Harrigan's Phone.
Was it good?
Haven't seen it, but it looks good, and I think my son saw it and said it was good.
Oh, okay.
He finds his neighbor passes away or something, and he's able to talk to him on this phone that was the guy's phone or something.
Okay.
Oh boy, this is going to open up a can of worms. Okay. In the film Poltergeist, Carol Ann, interacts with spirits through which household device?
TV.
Yes.
Gonna say Family Guy did a parody of that early on.
But are you getting all your references from Family Guy and American Dad?
Well, like I used to live with someone and they have it like playing at night, and yeah.
All right, BudSoda. In Poltergeist, Carol Ann is abducted by the spirits through a portal in the house. By the demons, I should say. Where was the portal that she was taken through?
Closet?
Yep, her bedroom closet. All right, Hannibal.
Mm-hmm.
What is discovered to be the reason for the paranormal activity in Poltergeist?
It was like a death. Someone died. I something. I don't know. I'm guessing a death. Someone died.
I think so. He's like somebody died, so it has to be a spirit.
Yeah, that's weird. Like dead spirit.
BudSoda, are you there?
Don't know. I don't know.
The house was built on Native American burial grounds.
Ah, of course.
So the question is,
town that I'm from, our entire downtown area was also built on Native American Indian grounds. And when my brother was doing the haunted Decatur tours and taking people around, he kept telling people this, right? Well, there was an old restaurant downtown called the Blue Mill, which was one of our nicer restaurants. And he would tell people all the time that it was on Native American burial grounds. For years, he was telling people this. Well, then they decided to tear down the Blue Mill. It was, out of business at that time. And they were putting a new building there. Well, lo and behold, they tore the building down, started digging, and found bodies. So it's this big story in the paper. My brother said, I've been telling people for 10 years there's bodies under the buildings.
And you're like, no.
So
Also,
it was
money's
pretty
more
funny. They acted like it
important.
was the first time they heard about it. It's like, I've been telling you that for 10 years. Were you not on my tour?
You should have done the tour.
Anyway, it's pretty funny. Okay. So some say the set of Poltergeist was cursed. What were the reasons that they said that?
Why they thought it was cursed?
Right, that the set was cursed. That there was things, anybody that was attached to the movie basically had this curse.
I don't know.
BudSoda, have you ever heard about that?
No, I don't remember.
Well, for one, there was some mysterious deaths, including the little girl that played Carol Ann. She was 5 years old when she played her, 6 when the movie came out. She died when she was 12. She was misdiagnosed with Crohn's disease in 87, and then in 88 she got sick, and she went into surgery for a obstructed bowel and died during surgery.
Oh.
So she was one, and then the other weird death was the girl that played her older sister in the first movie. Her name was Dominique Dunn. She's the daughter of the author Dominic Dunn.
Oh.
And she was 22 years old. She played older sister Dana. And in 1982, her boyfriend came over trying to get back with her, strangled her in the driveway until she was unconscious. Somebody found her or whatever. Went to the hospital. She was on life support for 5 days and ended up dying.
Wow.
Second weird death. And actually, Poltergeist came out in June of that year, and she was killed in November of that year. So shortly after that.
Oh, that's definitely a curse. Oh, Tony says he's back.
He was only sentenced to 6.5 years, and he only served 3 years and 7 months for killing the girl. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of deal he got.
And then Julian Beck, who played the evil preacher Cain in the second film, he died. He was 60 and died of cancer. So, I mean, these two aren't really that weird, but still just people that were attached that died shortly after the films.
Yeah.
And Will Sampson played Taylor, who was the Native American shaman, and he died after a heart-lung transplant at age 53. And other weird things about the movie, and one reason that they think that there was things attached to it was because Spielberg used real skeletons in the making of the film instead of plastic ones. And the cast did not know that until after they had filmed the scenes, and then they found out and they were pissed.
Yeah.
But apparently it was cheaper to get.
It was cheaper to get real skeletons compared to.
Is that weird? Because remember the scene where the mom falls into the pool and it's like full of skeletons? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That was like all real skeletons.
That should have been told. Hey,
right? That's what I said. That's nuts.
Can't do that, Steve. Spielberg, come on.
Yeah, but the Will Sampson, the shaman, he performed an authentic exorcism shortly after the shooting wrapped for the second film due to the use of real skeletons. And he said that he went to the set late at night and did it himself, which, then he died like a year later. And another guy who played Ryan in, I think it was the first or second film, he was one of the paranormal people that came to the house to kind of figure out what was going on. He was in a plane crash, but he didn't die.
Wow.
But 27 out of the 51 that were in that plane crash did die. Let's see. And then Lou Perryman played Pugsley in the original film. And at age 67 in 2009, he was killed in his own home by a recently released convict who had no background with him, didn't know him or anything, came in and killed him with an axe.
For what? What's the reason?
No reason. The guy said he was off his meds.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, is that crazy?
My gosh.
And then the young
You're gonna
kid,
give me nightmares.
the young kid that played Robbie, the little brother in the film, when they were making the film. Remember when he gets attacked by the clown? The clown grabs him around the neck. Well, there was a malfunction on the set, and that clown wrapped around his neck, and it malfunctioned. And luckily, Spielberg jumped up and was able to notice that it was not letting him go, and it was actually strangling him, and he got it off of him.
Wow.
But just kind of weird that it malfunctioned to begin with. But
yeah.
And the house where the movie was filmed was actually a real haunted house. And the director chose that because of the history of the house and knowing that it was supposedly haunted. And he also rented another haunted house nearby during the filming of the film. And during the second film, they were having lights falling, turning off and on, shadowy figures on the set, strange noises from equipment.
Are you just asking for?
So, yeah, they had all kinds of stuff going on in that film.
No. Too much. Good thing I don't act.
Yeah. The Omen and The Exorcist. I don't know all the details of those, but I know that they are talked to supposedly have a curse also. But let's see. Where's my?
Well, did Tony come back in? Because he said he was back.
Oh, he's back. Sorry. See, we're just about to come out of the scary stuff. Hi, Tony. We see you now.
Sorry, my phone malfunctioned like Holly's. Everybody was muted.
See? Crazy, huh?
Because you're talking about all this haunted stuff.
I know. I told you. That's why mine went off.
Oh, now BudSoda's gone.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh, no.
He was actually doing pretty well. He was starting to get a couple of answers right.
Give him a second to come back here. Let's see. I gotta find my next thing anyway.
Oh, he left again.
What's that?
Bud left again.
Yeah, I'm just checking backstage to see if he's back there yet. Let's see if I can get this to work right. All right. All right, this next one, I'm going to play a little piece of music, and I want you to tell me if you can tell me what movie it's from.
Got it.
All right, Tony will give this one to you since you just came back.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
The Twilight Zone?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job. I would not have known. The sound is very familiar, but I couldn't connect it with the show.
All right, here's the next one.
Is that Halloween?
Oh, I think Tony got it right. He said Halloween. No?
The Nightmare Before Christmas? Jason.
I hear that music and it sends chills through my body.
So what is it for?
What is
or
it?
are we
The
still guessing?
Exorcist.
Exorcist.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I've never seen The Exorcist.
The most terrifying movie that ever was made.
Because
In
it's
my
a documentary.
Right. There you go.
It's an enactment of a documentary.
Let's see. Let's pick. All right. Here comes the next one. I got. Oh, shit, sorry.
That's like Bounce, I think. The Bounce commercial. Or Bounty. Bounty. The quicker picker upper.
What's that? Psycho?
Psycho.
Yeah,
Who said that?
me.
I just
Hannibal?
remember that
Yeah.
from like a cleaning commercial.
The Psycho. Like, was it Alfred Hitchcock thing?
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. I think BudSoda's back. Come on. Hello.
I was gonna say they literally call it Psycho Strings, so it's from the movie Psycho. That's where it got famous.
Well, Bud, you should have been in the room.
Hey, I can't. I'm sorry, my stuff knocked up against my pocket.
All right.
I don't have this flatbread. I've looked and looked and looked. All right, let's go. Next one.
Michael Myers. Halloween or whatever.
Who said that?
Tony.
Me, Tony.
Yep.
I only know that one from watching David Lopez. He's a comedian.
Well, that's okay. We were getting BudSoda was giving us answers from cartoons earlier, so
You were talking about like the
he got
curses.
Psycho for Bounty. Come on.
yeah, there you go.
If it's not Bounty, it's a different cleaning, like maybe Mr. Clean or something. I don't know.
Something
No,
goes wrong. Clean
it's
it,
a paper towel commercial. I'm 90% sure of it.
I can't hear that one too
No, I know.
well.
I'm just checking this real quick because I
Okay.
just put it on here.
Is this one? Are these free for all, or are you directing them to people?
It's probably a free for all, I think.
Huh, that's weird. That's not
I
what thought
don't
it
know.
was.
I've heard the heartbeat one, but I don't know what it's from.
Let's see. Where's the other one? Okay, here's the next one though. That's for real. Question. Wait, this one. All right, here we go. Takes a minute to get into it.
Don't know. I've heard it.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery.
That's not kind of Stephen King-ish movie.
I'm gonna go forward.
Freddy Krueger.
Sounds familiar. I don't know.
That's up by Harry Gregson Williams.
Sounds like some Stranger Things.
It was Friday the 13th.
Oh.
Does that sound familiar to anybody?
The Omen?
Nope.
I got nothing.
Go forward a little bit. Children of the Corn. That was a scary ass movie too. I haven't seen that in a really long time.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that one?
It's been a long time, but I don't really like children. in scary movies, they freak me out. Like when they're standing there.
Agree.
Yeah.
I tried to watch Pet Cemetery when my son was young and kind of close to that kid's age. And I was so upset by that. I had to shut it off, number one. But I was so upset that the mother would let her child play that evil thing. I felt like it was going to just bring evil to him, or something. I don't know. I was upset and like cried for days over it. It was like,
what's your thoughts
that movie
on?
is what turned me off to even watching any scary movie.
yeah, I can't watch stuff with kids like that either. I just feel like it's a little too much to ask the kid.
Is that the one where the kid get run over by a semi truck? Is that the one?
Does he? I don't remember now. It's been so long.
Like at the very beginning of the movie.
You're right. Because then he turns into like the evil little thing.
Yeah, I saw that and I was a little kid and I was like, I never wanted to watch any scary movies after that.
Yeah, I guess you would have been because I mean, this has been. My son is 36, so that's probably been 34 years ago that was out. Jeez, God, time goes fast. Did you ever see that movie called It Follows? Yeah, that's a pretty good scary one too. And what's the other one that I had on here?
Thriller.
I gotta tell you what, that video scared the shit out of me. I could not watch that video.
It did?
On MTV. Scared the shit out of me. I still can't watch it.
Oh no, I love that.
I thought it was so scary.
I mean, once they start dancing, it's like, once they start this well choreographed dance, I'm like, this is just more of a jam rather than being scared. But I remember watching some of the background and the back, behind the scenes stuff. It took hours for him to put that stuff on Michael Jackson, like that whole get up. It took hours.
It was the part where they go into like, what is it, like the middle or whatever, when they turn into the creepy things and then they start like coming at you like that's what freaked me out. Ah, okay. Shut Michael off. All right. Well, this is just more fun Halloween, not haunted trivia.
All right, let's go.
All right. Who's starting? Where are we going here?
Again, you go with me.
All right. Start with Hannibal. What is another name for Halloween?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can go ahead. Go ahead, Tony, because I don't have it.
All Hallows Eve.
Yeah. All right. Hannibal, so what is the day after Halloween called? November 1st.
No Rest November.
I know what it is.
I know you know.
Go ahead, Tony. I don't know either. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tony.
All Saints Day.
Yep. All right. BudSoda, who brought the Halloween traditions to the U.S.?
I want to say Scottish, but I'm probably wrong. If it's not, it's Swedish.
Hannibal, do you have a guess?
Okay, Halloween. Okay, let me figure this out.
This surprised me, actually. I didn't know this, and it surprised me because I should have known this.
Did the Irish bring it in?
The Irish during the potato famine.
Oh, so close. I should have said Irish. God dang it, I'm Irish, for God's sake. I should know that.
But so they're picking up bags of chips.
Sorry.
My anniversary is on St. Patty's Day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day.
ASMR from BudSoda.
No kidding. What are you doing? Bagging groceries or what?
Yes, I told you I was at Aldi. Mute me, because I don't have my hands on right now.
Your groceries.
I don't think I can mute you.
Yeah, she's on the phone. You gotta mute Mike. Mute that mic. Son.
I got it.
Thank you, buddy.
Cool.
All right. I don't remember who's up first, but what state produces the most pumpkins?
Can I buzz in?
Go ahead, buzz in.
I'm just gonna guess my state, Colorado.
No.
I'm gonna guess Idaho.
I'm gonna guess our state.
Idaho. Idaho, Idaho.
I'm gonna guess New York.
But you said New York?
No, it's actually my home state of Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Illinois.
Again, another surprise.
The home of the pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, right. All right.
It's home to the basic chicks.
What'd you say?
Home to the basic chicks, I guess. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin spice latte. What famous magician died on Halloween?
Houdini?
Houdini.
That's the only famous one I know who died.
David Copperfield. I don't know if he's still alive or not.
He's
I think he's not dead. Yeah, he's not dead. And
He's
David
alive.
Blaine
He
is not
shows in
dead.
Vegas.
Yeah, I don't know. And Penn and Teller not dead. So good one.
You know who I want to go see is Chris Angel. I'm going to
Oh,
Vegas.
he's still around?
Chris Angel. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I used to have a big poster of him with his cat in my bedroom. Like
What
when I was
about
an
that
adult.
magician
My kids
that-
are like, Mom, you have a poster of Chris Angel in your bedroom. I'm like, I know. Look at him.
Who's the
There's a
mystery
reason.
magician who gives away all of the magic tricks?
Who?
Who's that mystery magician? There was like a TV show where he wore like
Yeah.
a ski mask with no holes in it, and he would show how all of the tricks are done.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
There's a bunch
Yeah.
of YouTube videos that kind of explain some of the basic tricks like people use. There's a couple of them I saw, like some of the stuff like David Blaine would do, like the street magic stuff. There's a few YouTubers that explain how he's able to do that stuff.
Well, guess that's what I'll be doing tonight. Looking those
Takes
up.
skill either way.
Yeah,
whether
yeah,
it's
definitely.
magic or not.
You got to present.
It's
You gotta,
deception, I guess.
right.
Yeah, because it blows my mind, especially the street ones, like David Blaine and Chris Angel, and they're on the street and make themselves levitate, or in the middle of the desert and make themselves levitate or make something disappear.
I love the ones where David Blaine comes to places that in the hood, and he does like a simple card trick, and how ridiculous we all like laugh and scream and run down the street. Like we're so amazed about this card trick, and it's not like they're not exaggerating. That's exactly what happened if you did that. You went to the hood and did a card trick, everyone would flip out. Just I don't know why. We just
So
get
if I
amazed
get
at it.
stuck in the hood, I just need to make sure that I know
If
card
you know-
tricks.
If you know a card trick or two, you'll probably be safe, which is hilarious, but maybe. He's like, oh, this guy's entertaining. We're not gonna mess with him.
But like, how does he take like somebody's wedding ring and have it end up across the room or something? I mean, that kind of stuff is like crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know either. Okay, what is the most popular Halloween candy in America?
Candy corn, of course.
And it's not necessarily one that's only available at Halloween. It's just like,
Reese cups.
say, trick-or-treaters, like what's the most popular?
No.
Who said
Reese cups. Me. BudSoda.
BudSoda said Reese cups.
that? Me. Like, I know me. Yes, BudSoda, you are correct.
Reese's Buttercups is the
It's-
best candy you could possibly. Like, what's better than that? What's better than a Reese's Buttercup? There's
I don't
nothing.
know. I
There's
kind of
nothing
like
better.
anything.
a
I
lot.
hate peanut butter.
Ah,
You
My
hate
son's
peanut
probably
butter.
allergic to peanut butter because I hate it.
Okay,
Look,
if you're allergic,
right here in the chair next to me, my car, is a jar of peanut butter.
That's a weapon to put on Tony.
I much
Smear-
I much prefer almonds, but almond
Yeah.
butter is pretty gross. I don't prefer that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that you make and you put in a Ziploc bag, and then about 3 hours later, it's nice and yummy.
Yeah. Big fan of that.
That's the
Yeah.
best.
Only if it's homemade strawberry preserves. That I can do that.
Homemade
Okay.
strawberry preserves are good. All right, what is the least popular Halloween candy?
Adults. No, I'm sorry.
Adult.
I don't know. I'm gonna say candy corn again, but it must be
Sorry for
popular
the
because they keep
politics
making
on
it.
that.
So
It is the least popular.
The least.
You are
it
correct.
is least
Hannibal.
popular. Okay.
The least popular is candy corn. I know my daughter loves it. I sent her a 5-pound bag off of
Have you ever
Amazon.
had those like puffed peanuts?
Circus
Peeps?
peanuts. That is number 2
Circuit?
of the
Yeah,
least favorite.
those are disgusting.
Yeah.
I
I
used
would
to like
rather
those
have
when I was a
candy corn
kid.
than that.
Every couple of years, I try to eat the candy corn and say, like, "Hey, what is?" And it's like, "This does not taste good. It just
You
not
have to
working."
get the right brand. You have to have Brock's. If you're gonna get like the mellow cream pumpkins or the candy corn, it's got to be Brock's. Otherwise, forget it.
Okay, we'll try that.
It's all about the brand.
I
Just
remember
like
putting that in
chocolates,
my
but-
mouth and just spitting it out as a kid. Like, what the- you know how
You know what?
kids do, you know, just like
Yeah, just
shoot up. Yeah.
They don't. Kids don't even attempt to really try to get it to work in terms of eating something. Like if it does not taste great, as soon as it touched their tongue, they're gonna spit out.
Right. Kind of like a dog when you give them a pill or something. They're like, no.
Exactly.
I know how the dog can eat all the peanut butter and still spit out the pill.
Oh yeah, they're magicians with that.
Oh, I can.
Do you know what the original name for candy corn was?
What was it?
Chicken feed.
Candy teeth?
Chicken.
Chicken feed.
Oh, I could.
Weird, I don't know why.
Oh, I remember that. Yep.
Not a good branding for that. No.
All right. In which decade did the term trick or treat originate in the U.S.? What decade did they start using that phrase?
I'm gonna guess and say 60s.
Tony, BudSoda, you want to throw out a guess?
I'll go 50s.
Go ahead, bud.
Bud says 50s. What do you say, Tony?
I'm gonna go with the 30s.
You are the closest. It was the 20s.
20. Wow.
Oh, I was gonna say the 20s, but the depression was like, oh,
That's why I guess when you started asking for candy, it's like, yo, I'm hungry.
they were asking for food.
It's like, well, all I got is candy corn here. You can have some, but that's all I have.
All I have is chicken feed.
I'm going to find, there was another question I had. Let's do with that. Okay, sorry. How much money does the U.S. spend on Halloween candy annually? Whoever's closest.
I'll go with 2.5 billion.
Hannibal?
3 billion.
BudSoda?
He's taking the over.
Take it away.
I don't know.
But
3.5
like
billion.
2.49 billion.
He said 3.5 billion. Everybody
Oh, come on,
going
bud.
up
Seriously?
The answer was
He went for the
3
under.
billion. Hannibal got it.
Ah.
Hannibal, you're welcome because you only guessed that because I guessed 2.5.
That's why I didn't want to say anything first. I wanted someone else to say something so I could go up or down. But yeah,
It was like the
The Price is Right strategy.
basically.
You're like 2.5 and 1 penny.
One bit. Oh, I hate that guy. I hate the one to do the. Oh, I can't stand that. The dollar. Like, try.
Sorry, I was eating a malt ball.
No problem.
What 2 candy bars were the first to come in fun size?
Snickers and Milky Way.
Got it.
Damn, Tony. What are you, candy bar connoisseur? Like.
Not
I'll
really.
be
I
surprised.
didn't like candy when I was growing up.
I will be surprised if anybody gets these next 2. I wouldn't have gotten them. What item is banned in California on Halloween?
Everything. Fun.
California. Yeah. All fun items.
I don't know.
Freedom. American flags.
The combustible engine. I don't know. What is it? I have no idea.
So what's banned in California on Halloween is pillowcases.
Pillowcases. But
That's
Soda,
what we
you there?
use for bags.
I know, that was good for bags.
Plastic bags.
Funny.
I have no idea why this is, but the answer is silly string.
Oh, because it contains like that Prop 60 or whatever it is that if you look on the back of anything, it says may contain cancerous.
I know, like everything.
Like-
So it's like, does California
Yeah.
have anything?
You're like, my Apple says may contain cancerous.
What?
right. Wouldn't be doubtful. And
No,
what
if you look
state-
on the back of anything you buy, it's like California says that
California
everything.
I know,
causing
that is so
cancer.
true. It's like, I don't know where all that came from. All right. And what state is it illegal to be a priest or a nun or member of clergy for Halloween?
I don't
Louisiana.
know.
Yonder a guess?
New Jersey. I don't know.
That wouldn't surprise me. You said Louisiana, BudSoda, are you
Massachusetts.
here? BudSoda.
Are we guessing till we get it? Or?
No, I was just
No.
saying if BudSoda was going to give us a guess. I didn't know if he was with us or not.
I'm guessing New
Alabama.
York for BudSoda.
Oh.
Okay. It's Alabama, section 13A-14-4.
Wow.
Right here.
Yeah, because then you might be mistaken for an exorcist.
There you go. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is either. What medieval English tradition inspired trick-or-treating?
Hmm.
Can you name some traditions from
It
I don't
is
know. I'm
something
trying to think.
Something that a group of people did on All Souls Day.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. They would go, the poor would go, they called it souling, Souling, which they would
Sorry,
go knock
guys.
on the doors and offer prayers for residents' deceased loved ones in exchange for food.
Oh, okay.
That's it. And then what
Which is
Celtic
proper.
tradition? What Celtic tradition led to modern day trick or treating? A different tradition.
Some sort of
This
dance.
is the one I knew more about.
Yeah, I don't know.
For the celebration of, I don't know how to pronounce this, it's Samhain. People would put treats or food out to pacify the evil spirit.
Oh, interesting.
It's like, whose is that? All right. What percentage of Americans pretend they aren't home on Halloween? We'll go with whoever gets closer.
32.
BudSoda?
20.
Why did I guess first?
20% for me.
BudSoda?
Oh, he's busy.
He's busy.
Yeah.
Bud's out there. making
BudSoda's guessing 45%.
noise. Sorry, Bud, you lost. Hannibal got it. It's 21%.
Dang.
Yeah.
Hannibal's Price is Right.
One in five.
Yeah.
Where does the phrase or quote "double double toil and trouble" come from?
What's that? There's some kid movie. I don't know.
Not a movie.
That's where I heard it, I guess.
I don't know. Some kind of weird sacrificing thing. I don't know. I have no idea.
Shakespeare's Macbeth.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Macbeth. I was never a Shakespeare fan because it was boring. So
You're right. What was used before pumpkins to make jack-o'-lanterns?
Squashes.
Watermelon.
Apples. Watermelon. Yeah, watermelon would have been
Watermelon.
delicious.
ribbon.
Yeah, it would be delicious.
I don't like watermelon.
Yeah.
Watermelon spice lattes. That would be great.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's a good one.
I've got an app to run. I apologize. I'll be right back.
No problem. BudSoda's always at work. Yeah, I'm out.
All right.
Trying
The
to
Irish
think of-
used potatoes and turnips, and England they used large beets.
Oh,
Bears beat
sorry.
Battlestar Galactica.
All right. What do you call a group of witches? And the answer is not my ex-wives or my ex-girlfriends.
Well, I have no ex-wives.
I can't even
A
guess.
bundle
that
of
one. I have
witches.
A bundle of witches.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
guys know this. Think about a movie or something you've seen with like about witchcraft. You know
A gaggle?
As soon as you hear it, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I totally knew that."
A
Isn't that
gaggle of
geese?
witches.
I think that's geese.
Yeah, I'm out.
I don't know.
A coven.
I wouldn't know that one.
Really?
Yeah,
I totally thought.
me either.
What do they call a male witch?
A warlock.
Bingo.
Nice. My dumbass want to say wizard.
People are
No,
pulling
wizards would be like the white magic version of witches.
On average, what percentage of Americans carve a pumpkin for Halloween?
You go first this time, Hannibal.
I was gonna say, Tony, don't say anything.
I'm gonna say 35%.
Tony.
36%.
What's your guess, Tony?
36%.
Tony wins 45%.
Really?
Oh, and I was gonna say 45. I should have just went with my
Pretty
guess.
high.
I that's actually pretty high of Americans
I
doing
thought it was high,
anything.
too.
Yeah, if anyone, a group of people as America doing something, 45% carving a pumpkin, that's pretty high.
Yeah. According to Google, what is the most popular Halloween costume in the U.S.?
Currently?
Kind of year after year so far. So not necessarily anything that's pop culture or anything.
Oh, not okay. So I don't know.
I'm gonna go with the devil.
I don't know. Because it's always pop culture over here. Like right now, I know, like for girls,
Dracula.
everyone's dressed up as Barbie, right? So I'm like,
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Schoolgirl.
A witch.
Oh, close.
Weird.
I should have known. We've been talking about witches the last
close.
4 times.
What is the most popular pet costume?
A pumpkin.
Yes. Dang, how did you know that? Did you dress up all your pets as pumpkins?
I used to do inventory, and that's the biggest amount of costumes that were there.
Oh, that's fun. Where is Transylvania located, which is also known to be home of Count Dracula?
I don't know my European countries that well.
Transylvania. I always like vampire stuff.
Yeah, I'm out. Okay.
Let's go with Poland.
Romania.
Romania.
Oh man, that was close.
Okay. I'm back for a few minutes.
I don't
What's
even
up,
know
guys?
geography. So
Yeah.
where
All right,
is Transylvania at, BudSoda?
Pennsylvania.
No,
Country.
Yeah,
Romania.
Yeah, he can't
All right,
have
so
it
we'll
now.
give-
We just said it.
he didn't.
But I don't think
he didn't hear us.
No, I did. I just literally came back in. I'm sorry. I'm busy running an app, guys. I'm not even supposed to be out right now.
All right.
All right, we
Wait.
only got two
Yeah.
more questions left.
He's got that one. We'll give
Why
him
are the
that one.
Halloween colors orange and black? Or what do orange and the black stand for?
The moon and the dark sky.
Hannibal's like, orange is for pumpkins and harvest. Black is for night, death, or darkness.
All right.
Makes sense.
Why was Halloween
half of
almost canceled as a holiday in the 1930s?
Because
Because it was new. It was cool to have cancel culture in the 30s. Since
Was
the
it cl-
20s invented trick or treat phrase.
was it like during that period of like prohibition where they're trying to take down like every, I guess, anything that seemed to be demonic, like obviously drinking or something? I don't know.
Everything fun and being fun.
Right. Some Puritanish stuff.
No, it says that vandals were causing millions of dollars in destruction to the U.S. cities on Halloween, just like party.
Just randomly rioting.
I guess.
Dang, millions in the 30s was a lot of money.
Yeah, the whole town was destroyed then.
Now, here's 2 gig jobs that have to do with Halloween, kind of. In 2021, there was a company that paid somebody to be a horror movie heart rate analyst. They paid them $1,300 to watch 13 of the scariest movies while wearing a Fitbit to monitor their heart rate in an effort to find out whether the size of a movie's budget impacts its effectiveness and if a higher budget film delivers stronger scares or not. So I made this multiple choice. The choices are Finance Buzz, Netflix, Forbes Magazine, and Turner Cable. The movies they had to watch were Saw, Amityville Horror, A Quiet Place 2, Blair Witch Project, Insidious, Paranormal Activity, Candyman, Sinister, Halloween of 2018, Annabelle, Purge, and Get Out.
Wait, the cheapest one because they used a Fitbit instead of an actual heart rate monitor.
It was 21, so I don't know what they had available, but probably everything.
They could have just actually used an actual heart rate monitor.
Yeah, they actually ran ads, and people had to write in and say, why they were good for it and everything. And the girl that got picked, she had like a ton of followers on TikTok or something. And
okay, so what was the first option?
Finance Buzz, Netflix.
Yeah, that one.
Forbes Magazine, and Turner Cable. You said who? Finance Buzz?
A. Yeah.
What do you think, Hannibal?
I'll go with C.
Tony was right. It's Finance Buzz.
You said TikTok and they're using Fitbits. It's all fake news stuff.
So the next year,
TV crap.
Following Finance's Buzz kind of little contest they had, another company hired someone to watch 13 Stephen King movies wearing a Fitbit to determine which of King's movies are the scariest. They had to watch the movies in the dark. They had to keep a written log if the movies impacted their quality of sleep. And they were paid $1,300. They got a swag bag worth $350 that had a Fitbit, popcorn, movie candy, the actual movies, and a blanket in it. And if you took the $1,300 and divided that by the running time of the movies, it worked out to $56 an hour. Just FYI. So, of that,
almost Lux Black rates.
Was it Netflix, Dish Network, Turner Cable, or Shudder streaming service?
I'm going to take a stab and say streaming service.
The Shudder one, yeah.
Hannibal.
Going with Netflix on that one.
Hannibal.
Same one that Bud said, the Shudder streaming service.
It was Dish Network.
Oh, freaking Dish.
Yeah,
I hate
they had to watch.
My mom's. I think my mom had Dish for the very end.
My mom has.
Yeah.
No, my mom has it. It's still out. It's still around. It's still around.
Yeah, they own like a bunch of cell phone airspace signal. I hate Dish because I worked at their call center and it sucked.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh.
they're a Denver company.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Echo Star.
Well, guys, I can say that you're leaving here today with a lot more Halloween and scary movie knowledge than you had before, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was actually, we had a good time actually.
The Headless Horseman. Did you guys talk about that?
No,
We
we
did
didn't get to that
not.
one.
I mean, seriously, we did this, and this was 2 hours just going through the 60 questions I had. You know, I could probably do 12 hours of questions if I had the time. But here, I need to add up. I didn't know who won here. Let's see.
Okay. I
Let me
think
do that.
we
You guys
did not win.
talk among
It's Hannibal.
yourselves, and I'll go through here. and
I
add
think
them.
Hannibal won.
at first we were not doing well, but I think me and Bud started to get a few of them, even some hard ones. Like and
Got
good,
some momentum.
Yeah, it has some, and also Tony, you was answering a few back to back, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, so some things that you can walk around and throw some trivia at people, make it seem like you're interesting in person.
Yeah, there you go. Every time you guys go in somewhere tonight, ask them a trivia question.
Yeah.
If I were doing Uber, I would.
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect, right? Rideshare like that.
Yeah.
Is it
But it's
is it
trick-or-treat
supposed to
night
be a
for the
good time to do
kids.
that? Like to do rideshare on Halloween night?
I don't think it is traditionally good unless it's a Friday or a Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So like I made a lot of money on Saturday, like almost $600 in like 5 hours.
Nice.
But that
Yeah.
was like, party night, plus it snowed here, so
Yeah, I wonder how many people are going to be out tonight. Like you said, it is a Tuesday. We have to go back to work tomorrow.
I mean in Denver people are gonna go out, but I'm not in that part of town and I don't drive in that part of town,
Yeah.
which is downtown. No thanks.
And it's raining, right? It's raining over here, I think.
We got snow on Saturday. It's still on the ground. Which is
Really?
weird.
Ugh.
Wow.
Steve's happy because that opened up a basin for him on Sunday.
Yeah. There's a Halloween parade in New York City. I was thinking about checking it out, but if it's gonna rain, I don't want to go outside in the rain. I'm not that young buck anymore. I'm just going outside for no reason.
I heard they're doing magic card tricks out there.
they're doing more. Listen, they do a lot more than that. I don't know what's going on. It could be a protest. It could be a protest down there too, next to the damn parade. Because
oh man, I know you guys got that crazy amount of protesting going on right now, and like in London too.
I didn't know there was that many people for Palestine. I mean, the groups are very aggressive on both sides. Very active, to say the least.
Imagine it's worse in New York City because there's in that a lot of Jewish residents there too.
Yeah. The one thing that the New York City police have been doing is basically no one is taking a day off. Like, so any of these big, like Friday the 13th, there were no training that day. Everyone had to be in uniform. So they're basically just throwing every cop outside, putting them everywhere to stop whatever is supposed to happen. So
close. That was so close.
What?
BudSoda had 8. Hannibal had 12. And Tony had 13.
Get out of here.
What? Yes.
He showed up like an hour after. Wow, that was. You know what?
No.
Bud, we were terrible. We had an hour first start.
Knowledge of All Saints Day and All Hallows Eve knowledge. See.
And the candy, the fun size.
He knew about dogs. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Tony, you should win.
Yeah. Here's the proof. I got it right here.
That was fun. That was fun.
All right, Tony. Well, you got Venmo or what do you got? Venmo,
I have
PayPal?
Venmo and Cash App.
All right, give me your Venmo. Or just like
At the Driven Dad.
At the Driven Dad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that gaggle of kids that Tony has, like anyone.
He's not gonna buy any. He's not gonna buy any peanut butter though. So.
It's going into diapers.
Yeah, it's covered up kids. So.
Yeah, I won on Sergio and Chris's show a couple weeks ago. And they're like, "This is for diapers."
Yeah. Congratulations, Tony.
I forgot to put batteries in my
Thank
boob.
you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, good
It
job.
was fun.
coming,
Sorry
ladies,
I was
stealing all
late.
the thunder.
Yeah, if you would have been here, you probably would have had like 28 or something. So it's fun. But I had fun. I had a
How
lot of
far had
fun.
we gotten? We'd only gotten to like 12 or 13, I think, when he came. We weren't that far. Let me see what the first one he got was.
And we were able to get a little. We had a little fun with Bud. He came in. The BudSoda was still working as he usually is, but he was able to have some fun a little bit as he was doing his thing. I think right now he's still doing it. Oh, he left. So
Yeah, Tony came in on question 21 was the first question he got, so that's when he came in.
You know what?
I had to go back and ask him the first 20 just to see if he gets them. No.
Yeah, there were some hard
I'll
ones
go
in the
back
beginning.
and watch it, and I'll let you know if I knew it. or
Yeah,
not.
there was.
Oh yeah,
there
there
was,
you go.
there was some the hard ones in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then
There was.
I got the easy questions. That's what it was.
Yeah, and we did talk a lot about the paranormal and the hauntings and stuff like that too. So
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great idea, Holly. Appreciate you inviting me to hang out with you for a little bit.
all right, well, I really appreciate you guys coming, and that was a good time. And wow, we certainly went over our hour time, didn't we?
It's all good. Who cares?
All right, well, let's all go make some money tonight.
All right. Well, I'm
All right.
gonna go make some candy stops tonight with 6 kids. So.
Oh, have fun with that.
Oh, that's right. You got to go around and collect candy.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you very, very much for being
All right,
here.
have a good one, guys.
All right.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.